On this train vacation, we are headed to 6 national parks on 2 trains, and we'll take several road trips. We start out in Los Angeles on the Southwest Chief and hop off in Flagstaff to rent a car and drive to Williams, the Grand Canyon, and Petrified Forest National Park. Along the way, we will do some astrophotography at some dark sky spots in Arizona. We'll hop back on the Southwest Chief and ride to Albuquerque, where we rent a car and drive to Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. Afterwards, we'll take the train to Chicago, where we will spend a couple days, then board the Texas Eagle to St. Louis. After some exploration in St. Louis and a visit to Gateway National Park, we'll continue our ride to Tucson and rent a car to visit Saguaro National Park. We complete our trip in Los Angeles, where we drive to Death Valley National Park. So grab a beverage of your choice and enjoy the ride along with us. All right, we are here in sunny Los Angeles, California at the beautiful Union Station behind me, getting ready to hop on the Southwest Chief.
It is getting late and day 1 is in the books, so we better go to bed soon because we do want to get up for breakfast. So it's going to be lights out now and we will see you in the morning.
Hey guys, we have made it all the way over to Williams, Arizona. This is known as the gateway to the Grand Canyon. Let's take a look around. So we are here waiting for the sun to set. It's amazing to look all around and think there's nobody here. The Grand Canyon is just incredible, but to see it as sunset will really knock your socks off. Hey guys, we arrived at the Twin Arrows right here behind me. This area is actually abandoned basically. It's right off of I-40, which I'm sure you can hear behind me over here, but the abandoned gas station is right there, and it's got all of the graffiti and stuff around it. So we're gonna take a look around here and kind of scout this area as well for some pictures for later on tonight. Hey guys, if you are an Eagles fan, you definitely want to stop in Winslow, Arizona on Route 66, guys. This is in the song Take It Easy, you know, standing on the corner down in Winslow, Arizona. This is the spot I'm going to show you around the square here. They got lots of really cool stuff. You can see the sign here behind me. Hey guys, we are excited. We just arrived at the Wigwam Hotel. So we're gonna be staying inside one of these teepees tonight. We'll give you a tour in just a little bit here, but just wanted to show you around the property. Let's take a walk around. All right, here we go. We're at number 4. We walk in. Oh, look at how cute it is. We have a TV with, looks like DirecTV. That's hysterical to be in a teepee with that. And we've got 2 beds. You got this cute little tiny desk. So it doesn't go all the way up. I thought it would cone all the way up to the top, but it looks like this is just the ceiling right there. And it does have a air unit here, a little lamp. There's a tiny little window, but look at this fabric on here. This is hilarious. Can you see that? I hope that it comes through on the video. Those little teepees on the fabric. That's so cute. Look out the window and you see some of the other teepees, the other ones right there. But let's go take a look in the bathroom. This is gonna be so tiny. Look at this. Oh my goodness, so funny. Look at this tiny little toilet. And let's see what else we have here. We've got a tiny little sink, look at that. And look at the shower. So it's open up above and you can go in here. That's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. Little shower. We'll have to, I guess Rob will have to lean over a little bit. But yeah, this is the whole place. They're about half full tonight. Hey guys, we just arrived at the Petrified Forest National Park. You can see the sign here behind me. We're about to drive through here, take some pictures, and see some fun stuff. Oh, we are nearing the end, and as you can see here, this car is actually the last marker of where Route 66 used to run through the Petrified Forest National Park. It's the only national park that Route 66 ever ran through, and so this car is left here as a marker, as a reminder. And I don't know if you can see way back in the distance I-40 running through there, but it's kind of cool, and you can see a lot of really cool stuff around here. Well, good morning. Breakfast is from 6:30 to 9, and it is almost 8. So I think we've lazed around enough this morning, and we're gonna head on down to breakfast.
are stopped here in Gallup, New Mexico, which is one of my favorite stops because it is one of the great cities on Route 66. So if you're ever wanting to visit Route 66, Southwest Chief is a great train to take because you can hop right off here in Gallup and start your Route 66 vacation.
Hey guys, we've just arrived at the Great Sand Dunes National Park, and we're going to take a look around and take a couple of hikes and see what it's like.
So we are at Great Sand Dunes National Park, and as you can see, the cloud behind me, it looks like we might be getting wet in a few minutes. So we have walked from the parking lot, we're into the dunes, and we're trying to get up to a higher dune. And I know what's going to happen. We're probably going to get really wet, but we're just going to keep walking and see what happens. So one of the issues you have here is that you're hiking in sand. It's like hiking at the beach uphill, and you're also at elevation. It's about 8,000 feet, I think. So you do get tired going up hills that you wouldn't normally get tired because of the sand and the elevation. But so far so good. We're just gonna keep walking and see how far up we can get. We made it quite a ways up, and that's pretty tough. It's one of the harder hikes you'll do. The sand and the elevation, it'll just get you. I was taking a break back there. So we're gonna take a few minutes. Sun's gonna set in about an hour, even though it looks sooner, and then we're gonna take some pictures and hope that these clouds go away. We're gonna do some astrophotography then. Right now though, there's some people near us that are doing some sandboarding, and so I'll show you that. So we did avoid the rain. We had a pretty awesome sunset, and right now it is about 9 o'clock and we're waiting for it to get dark. There's no moon tonight, it's a new moon, so there should be a pretty good chance at seeing the Milky Way. So we're just waiting on that. Got about another hour to go. Allie is actually doing some work over here. She is working with some models from the internet. So getting a little work done, waiting. eating a little food, and then hopefully the skies have cleared off a little bit. So hopefully they will stay that way. We'll be able to see the stars. All right, just as we're leaving Albuquerque, we are gonna eat some lunch. We had our lunch delivered to us in the room here. We thought we'd watch while we eat while we watch the sights go by. I chose the Amtrak cheeseburger. Now, I have, in the last couple of months, had cheeseburgers on several train lines, including Europe, including the UK. And so I've compared all these cheeseburgers, and I think this is the best one. Second would be the Caledonian Sleeper, but they're a little bit small. So if you want a cheeseburger on Amtrak, this is a great one. So I'm gonna dig into this and see how it is today, but from prior experience, I know it's gonna be pretty good. Ooh, this feels real good. That is cooked perfectly. The chef on this train, the Southwest Chief, is amazing. All the food, I think, is like one level up from where it normally is. Southwest Chief, crew, you're doing a great job. All right, time for a quick room tour, and we are in a Superliner 1 roomette on this train. And so I'm gonna give you a quick look around the room. There are 2 seats, one on each side. One person will be facing forward and one person will be facing backward. And then at night, these seats fold down and they close this gap here and make one bed for the bottom person. So one person will sleep there, and I will be sleeping up here on this other bunk up here. But as for the person on the bottom level, there is one charger only. It's behind, we've got this big thing charged into it. And we've got that because ours comes with 4 USB ports. We'll leave a link to the description to get that if you want one of those. That is one of the best things you can have, because if you don't have something like that with you, you can only charge one thing the whole trip, and we all know that's not enough. So you also have some lights there and a hook to hang things there. And then down here, this is used for a little bit of storage, but this is also the steps to get up to the top bunk. So that is where I'll be climbing up to get up to the top bunk in a little bit. You do have a table here when you're not sitting, or if you want to eat dinner in your room, you just pull that out like that, and these fold open. There's a checkerboard pattern in here, but I don't think checkers are included. But if you want to bring some, that is something you could definitely do. So I'm going to show you what the bunk looks like up here. To get it down, you just pull this little handle, and the whole thing comes right down. So this is my bunk, and all of the we keep all the sheets and stuff up there during the day, which is what it is right now. Now it is pretty tight up here, I will say that. So if one of you is claustrophobic, you definitely want to have that person on the bottom level. If someone who doesn't mind tight spaces will need to be up here, because it is tighter than you might think. But I don't mind it. I'm not claustrophobic at all. Now the Superliner, on the wall here, there is no window either, which the Viewliner has the windows. I do love that feature, but this one doesn't. It does have a nice little net here, which you can keep. I keep my headphones, some snacks. I've got goldfish and water up there for later tonight. And then there's another pouch over here that you can keep your glasses and your phone in. Now, interesting thing about this one, I've been in a lot of these roomettes before, and every single time this air vent is facing the other way, so the air blows out this way. But every other time I've been in a roomette, the air is blowing this way onto the people, and it becomes such a problem that people would bring like duct tape and put it over here, which would be this side, to stop it from going. But on this one, they've switched it, so I don't know if this is like an upgrade or like a reimagined room, or just a mistake, but they have switched this, and now at night the air bounces off the wall and just kind of makes the whole room cool, and it doesn't blow right on the person that's on the top bunk. So that's actually really cool. Even though I don't mind being cold, I know that that's something that a lot of people have had a problem with in the past, so that is a big upgrade. And then we've got these harnesses here, and on this particular one also, they are pretty solid, like almost like a wall. Some of them, they're loose and they'll lay down like that, and you almost feel like it's not going to catch you, but it definitely will catch you. So that's it for this room. Oh, one other thing I did want to mention, you might have noticed, we have like, so this is my mattress here, this one, and then this is Allie's mattress, and it actually goes on the seats down there, but she thinks that these seats are so plush that she doesn't even need it. And these mattresses are pretty thin, so she's nice enough, she gives me her mattress, so I actually sleep with both mattresses up here, and she just puts the sheet on that bottom bunk. So if you have a little problem, if the person on top thinks it's a little bit too hard, that's also something you can do, but it does take away another extra 2 inches from your roof space, so that's something to keep in mind as well.
All right, we are stopped here in Raton for our next fresh air break, and we've had a really fun time kind of watching out the windows here in the desert. You think you're not going to really see anything. There's actually quite a bit of wildlife. We've seen some elk and some deer just kind of running through the fields, so that's been really cool. So make sure you guys are peeking out the windows, because there is quite a bit to see out those windows as you're coming up on the Southwest Chief.
All right, able to stretch our legs here in Kansas City. Our first time to get off today, and the weather is beautiful. We're right in the downtown area, so the sights are beautiful as well. This is a great area to walk around and explore. If you have a chance and you're getting off in Kansas City, make sure you check out this station. This is one of the best.
Final opportunity to step off this train, stretch those legs a little bit and get a smoky treat. Once you hear the conductors and onboard service cry of all aboard, please expedite your process back onto the train in a smooth, safe, swift evolution, as we do have somewhat of a schedule to keep. Still about that 2.5 hour mark behind her schedule, and we're going to do our best to make some of that up. We appreciate your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Fort Madison, Iowa. Come on down, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Okay, we are on our final fresh air break here at Fort Madison, Iowa. We got the Mississippi on the other side of the train, as you saw of us driving into this stop, but a really interesting one, even though it's going to be a quick break for us today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that there was Fort Madison, Iowa. It was a nice little break back there, folks. Now we're headed underway to our next scheduled stop. But before that, if you take a peek over on the right-hand side of the train, swivel your neck over to the left-hand side, you're going to see a big body of water. That there is Mark Twain's very own mighty Mississippi River. Once we get over that majestic river, we will have departed the state of Iowa and entered into a state of Illinois. That's where that next scheduled station stop will take place. It's called Galesburg. Greater Galesburg, Illinois. It's a fine railroad town. It should be in about 50 minutes. Thank you, folks, for traveling Amtrak here on the Southwest Chief. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening. We're coming in to our final destination of downtown Chicago's Union Station. I'm going to ask that passengers getting on Amtrak 50 to start making your way downstairs. Your train will be right next to us. We're coming in on track 30. Your train is on 28. So if you have that connection for 50, start heading down. All other passengers please remain upstairs in your assigned seating accommodation. Red Cap service will be provided for those with mobility issues. To receive Red Cap service, just stand on the platform next to the columns, flag them down, they'll take you into the station. If you have checked luggage here, your final destination is CHI. To retrieve your checked luggage, you're going to walk into the station, you're going to go left, follow the ramp around. On the right-hand side is the baggage carousel. If you have a connecting Amtrak train here, we come in at the south gate on track 30. You're just going to go into the station, and the agents will guide and direct you to your connection. If you happen to miss your connection due to our tardy arrival, you're going to head into passenger services located in the Great Hall, and they're going to take care of you.
All right, that's a wrap. Here we are in Chicago, getting ready to walk around, check into our hotel first because we still have our bags with us. But that's it for the Southwest Chief. We made it. Okay, the age-old dilemma. So when you're in Chicago, we're thinking we want pizza, Chicago pizza, right?
Yep.
I like Giordano's. You like
Gino's East.
So we thought we'd compromise and go to a completely different place today.
We're gonna go to Lou Malnati's.
So we're gonna try that out.
Because a lot of you suggested it. So
that's right.
If you've been to one of those three, or one of those three is your favorite, let us know in the comments which one it is. We'll see if we agree with you. After we try this one, we'll have had them all.
That's right. All right, so we did it. We ate at Lou Malnati's. We had one slice left over. And what did you think?
It was really good. I think it's my new favorite. It is top Gino's East for me, and my favorite new Chicago pizza place. What about you?
It does not top my favorite, which is Giordano's, but I will put it in second place of the 3 places to eat here. So it did move up the list for me, and it moved to the top of the list for you.
Top of the list, that's where I'm going.
So definitely recommend coming here if you haven't tried it. Give it a shot. Well, we're back in Chicago Union Station today. We are taking off on the Texas Eagle, riding all the way to St. Louis.
Just took off from Chicago on the Texas Eagle, and they're about to come get our dinner reservations, and they gave us this menu, and we noticed a couple of new things on there, and one of them is the garlic and herb cod. So that's new. We've never seen that on the flexible dining plan before, so I think Allie's gonna get that and see how it is. Haven't had dinner yet, but we decided to go ahead and set the room up because we wanted to see what the bed looked like, and the beds look pretty big, so we're excited to be in this bedroom on the Texas Eagle and getting the room all set up.
So let's give you a quick tour here of what the Superliner bedroom looks like. First off, you do get a closet right here. Store some things in there, and then you get the sink area. So in a bedroom, you are going to get, on a Superliner, a bathroom. So you get your own sink, soap. There's a little even vanity in here with some toiletries, or you can put some toiletries. And there's even a bit of a counter space here for you. You've also got a nice big trash can, which is really nice. You know, if you're here for a night or two. Then you've got your seats here, and these are going to slide out. So you're looking at about 40 inches of bed space here. Now, when the bed is folded out, you're not going to have a ton of room here to get out of the room. But once the bed is made, you don't actually have to leave the room. So this is nice and comfortable. You've got 2 outlets over here by the mirror right here, but you also have 1 right here, so you actually get 3 outlets in this room. You control the temperature in here, there on that dial, and on this side you actually control the speaker system for overhead for announcements and things like that. You also get a light on each side. So not only do you get all of this seating, but you also get this chair here as well, and you can put the arms down on it if you want to. And you have storage space overhead here. We have our pillows here, but this has a little lip on it, which is actually going to hold your stuff in. Overhead here, we've got a bed. I'll show you here. I'm not going to build the whole thing up at this very second, but you'll see here, bed folds down, quite a bit of space here, and you do have a little bit more space here than you would like in a roomette, as you probably already heard. And you've got stairs that we attached here in order to go up to the upper bunk. So there's actually quite a bit of space there for you. Now, we're gonna go into and take a quick look at the bathroom, which is a huge bonus. So I'm gonna squeeze in here. There we go. So there's plenty of room in here actually just to move around and shower. It's an all-in-one. So you've got your commode and your shower. You've got a shower head that comes off, and you can safely store your towels up here. They'll be dry. There's a two system here, 2-step system, so that you don't accidentally turn it on while you're trying to go to the bathroom. And then your toilet paper gets stored under here in order to keep it nice and dry. So that's basically the whole look there. It's really nice to have this right here in the room and not have to worry about even leaving the room all night if you need to use the restroom or whatever. You're just right here in your bedroom.
We are rolling quickly through the Midwest on the Texas Eagle, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable because I am from the Midwest. I'm showing Allie all about where I was raised, and she's learning a lot about it.
There's a lot of cornfields.
Yeah, it's great. We get
now I know
corn.
why you like corn so much.
I really like corn.
You know, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make on one of these cross-country trains is to not explore the train, to just stay in your room or just stay in your seat if you're in coach. But there's a lot of really good spaces in these, and since we're on the Texas Eagle, it does have the observation car, so we're going to go down and explore that for a minute and take a look around and just kind of move our legs around too.
Okay, quick change of plans here on the Texas Eagle. We just talked to the room attendant, and there is no observation car attached right now. So he said we're not going to get that until we get to San Antonio and hook up with the Sunset Limited. So there isn't one from the San Antonio to Chicago portion of the trip, apparently. Allie is having to rethink her dinner choice because she wanted to get the cod, but they just came by and said it wasn't available. So what are you thinking now?
Well, I really want to stick with seafood, so I think I'm going to do the shrimp and lobster sauce, and let's hope for the best.
One of the great things that I love about being on Amtrak is that you're not driving, because right now outside it is pouring down rain here in Illinois, and I just do not like, and Allie does not like driving in this kind of rain. I'm too old for that anymore. I'm just not going to do that. So if you're on Amtrak, you don't have to worry. Someone else is driving, and I really like that.
Well, we made it to St. Louis. It's raining and the platform has no covering. So we're moving pretty quickly to get up here. All right, so as you saw, we just pulled into St. Louis and we are staying at the Live with Lowe's, which is right across the street from the Cardinal Stadium, St. Louis Cardinal Stadium. So we're gonna give you a quick tour of the room here. Let's check this out. Look at this. We've got a little bar, a little coffee bar with drinks, and you got a little coffee machine right there, your ice. There is a mini bar area here, which is great to see that coming back on the horizon. And then we've got a little fridge right here, which is great. We can throw our drinks in there. We usually have some with us, so that'll be great. We've got a closet right here, and it's got a little safe, and you've got ironing board and all that kind of good stuff if you're the kind of person who irons things on vacation. And then we're gonna go right into the bathroom here. Great looking shower, nice tiled, and they do provide some nice toiletries there with shampoo, conditioner, and a bar of soap. And then right here, hey, and then right here you got a nice sink area. I love that there's a lot of space on both sides because we always, you know, since we always have all our stuff with us, we need space to put all of our things. So that's the bathroom. It's a pretty good size and it does have a sliding door. So that's nice. This is quiet, not too noisy. Walk into the room, park here. Nice and spacious, really. Wide room, much bigger than the ones we've been staying in the last few cities, so it's kind of nice. I do love all the baseball themed everything in the hotel. You'll see this throughout the entire hotel. Again, we are directly across the street from the stadium, and then you've got Rob's favorite, nice big TV. We won't be watching the game on the TV though, because we'll be watching it live in just a couple of days. And you've got seating, a chair to sit here, a chair here, and you've got a desk area, which is great for editing our videos. Again, that baseball themed artwork they've got going here with the arch in the background here and the Cardinals flag there. And then a nice chair to sit here comfortably, so I could actually sit here and edit some videos or just kind of hang out and watch a movie or whatever. And then you've got a really pretty view here out the window. You do have to pay extra if you want to be on the side with the stadium and the arch, but you can see in the distance right there, which is the Ferris wheel that they have downtown. So we are on the 8th floor, which is fantastic because we actually get to see over this parking garage here. If you're below that, then you're going to be looking right into the parking garage. So it's very nice to be able to have that option. The front desk was very helpful. They are really full this weekend. We're staying right here in Ballpark Village. The ball field is here. You can go this way and head to the Gateway Arch, and our hotel is right there. So literally when we go to the game tomorrow, we're just gonna walk out and walk right across the street, and the stadium is right there. So this is a great area to be in. We're excited to be here and we're having a good time.
But not experienced by those on the field. The year that just felt empty, just waiting on the moment for you to come together again.
So there's a couple of places where you want to stop and take pictures. One of them is the SL for St. Louis, the St. Louis sign right outside the stadium, which is right there. And then right over here, you can see the ginormous trophy. I mean, it's not the real one, but it's a really cool one. We're going to go look at that. So the other place that I've seen something like this is on the Mag Mile in Chicago for the Cubs. So if you get a chance, make sure you pop over here and grab a picture in front of the trophy. We're aboard the Tom Sawyer riverboat, and we're about to go on a cruise here on the Mississippi and see all the sights here in St. Louis.
Now the lower level bridge is now used by a light rail system called Metrolink. These little light rail trains run from our airport in North St. Louis, about 20 miles off the east of us over in Illinois. Usual Veterans Memorial Bridge, finished off in 2014. It's a cable stay bridge. There's 1,500 feet of clearance between the piers. They're 400 feet tall, and all those cables help support the opening.
Well, it's official. We've actually now can check off Gateway National Park off our list. You really don't appreciate how enormous this thing is until you're standing underneath it and you feel like an ant. Hey guys, so we arrived in Tucson. We made it, yay, 2 days. We just claimed our bags. You can see the train there behind me. This is a little bit longer stop for them. They have about 45 minutes, so they can get out, walk around a little bit, take some steps, cigarette break, all that kind of good stuff, if that's what you're into. But we had a great ride. We saw some really interesting parts of USA that we wouldn't normally get to see, especially if we're driving in a car. So a lot of really great experiences. We do recommend this one. This particular train is not just the Sunset Limited, it is also known as the Eagle as well. So really great trip, and we had a lot of fun. Now we are headed to the airport to pick up our rental car. Hey guys, we just arrived at Saguaro National Park. There's a couple different entrances, one on the east and one on the west of Arizona, and we're gonna go in and hike around and look around. Looks like it's pretty empty. It's crazy to think there's no one here at the entrance sign. So we're gonna go on in. The office should still be open and we'll be able to pick up some park passes. But we're excited to go and check it out and take a look at all this cactus around us. So we're excited to hike around.
We made it onto Hohokam Road, which is on the Bajada Loop Drive, and it's a dirt road, so it's pretty slow going, which is good because you can see a lot of wildlife. And we're trying to make it around to Signal Point, and when we do that, we're going to get out and do a little hiking.
Guys, we've parked our car on the loop here, the Bajada Loop, and we are hiking Signal Hill, and there's some steps here. I'll show you a little bit of what this hike looks like, but we're going over to find some petroglyphs, and we'll see what else we find along the way. This looks pretty cool though. we made it up. It wasn't a very long hike, and there is a little bit of elevation, but they do have the steps, so you can get up here pretty quickly. But it's really awesome to see these petroglyphs up here. It was basically from the Paleo Indian hunters that were in this area, but what a cool find. I can't imagine what that was like. I'm about halfway back to the car, but just a friendly reminder, guys, the sun is something fierce here in Arizona. This dry heat, you're not going to be dripping sweat, so make sure, if you are not used to this, that you come prepared with water, maybe a cooling towel like the one that Rob has had, or sunscreen too, no matter what, because this is pretty intense heat, guys. Okay guys, just wanted to share a little bit with you about these incredible plants, the Saguaro cactus, and they're tree life plants, and pretty native to this area, to Arizona, and also to the Mexican Sonoran Desert. It can take, this is crazy to me, it can take up to 10 years for them to grow just 1 inch. So they live for a long time.
Headed to Death Valley, and we're trying to get there by about 5 o'clock tonight. Gonna hit a couple sites and then try to get to the Badwater Basin, Salt Flats, and maybe see the sunset there, and see if we can see some stars. That's our plan. It is really hot out today. It's about 117 degrees. We're in August, so we're gonna see how hot it is and kind of play that by ear, but that's our plan, is to get to Badwater Basin. Hopefully it's not that hot, and see how far we can hike out there. Guys, guess what? We've made it to Death Valley National Park. We're so excited to be here. We're going to drive in and give you guys a driving tour, and we are also going to be walking around and down into the saltwater basin as well to do some astrophotography later. Just pulled into Zabriskie Point here at Death Valley National Park, and as you can see all around me, there's only one car here. That would be this one, the one we drove in on. There's nobody here. Really crazy to be here right now. So we're gonna hike up here and check out the views, and we'll bring you along with us. It says it's about 115 degrees, but it feels like more. Quite a bit warmer than the 115 degrees at Joshua Tree. Feels like a million. The wind is blowing, but it's like a hot wind, so it's not really hot wind. Refreshing. So it's not even helpful. But this is beautiful. Wow, you can see over my shoulder here a little bit about what we're going to see soon, and we're just going to take it slow up this hill. It's kind of steep, not too bad, but yeah, really hot. Make sure you bring lots of water. not a bad height to get up here. Really prettier than I thought it would be.
Who would have thought we'd be hiking in some sand dunes again? It's up to about 125 degrees now out here. So I'm probably not gonna hike a ton, but I'm gonna take you on a short hike in the Mesquite Dunes here in Death Valley. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is really hot. 125 doesn't seem like much until you're out here in this hot sand walking around, and the sand is like searing hot, which is crazy. It's actually slipping into my sneakers, and I can actually feel the hot sand as it slips into my shoes, which is really crazy. When I get to the car, I'm gonna have to really shake them out. But pretty neat place here. I wouldn't miss out on Mesquite Dunes. Just don't come in the heat of the day and you're probably gonna make it.
All right, we're gonna head on Artist Drive in Death Valley. It is a 9-mile scenic loop, so we're gonna drive the whole thing, take you along and show you what it is like.
Oh, so excited, you guys. We made it to Badwater Basin, and I'm about to show you the lowest point in North America. All right, so we're gonna try to hike out to the saltwater flats. We're all geared up and ready to go, and there's nobody here, so we got the whole place to ourselves. We're out here just in time for sunset. You can see Rob behind me setting up to capture the beautiful sunset with the flats in the background. Look at this beauty all around me. Holy moly, you guys. If you get a chance, you gotta get out here to Death Valley, lowest point in North America. All right, we're in Badwater Basin here at Death Valley, and right now Rob and I are the only two people here, which means at this very moment we are the two lowest people in North America. Look all around, we're all set up there for pictures. Pretty sunset coming in the making, but look at this, not a soul. Our car is way back there, and we're the only two people here. It's a little bit warm, just a little over 100 degrees still, and it's about 7:30, which is kind of crazy that it's that hot at this time. But hey, when you're at the lowest place in North America, it's gonna be hot, so we knew that coming in. We got plenty of water and we got some food, so we'll be good here. We'll see what we get tonight.
Okay, so we just got back from the Badwater Basin hike, and we did make it all the way out there. It's 8 o'clock, and the car temperature is still reading 122 degrees, and it's in the dark. Whatever you think about that hike, it is harder, and our heart rates got so elevated that we had to stop a couple times, and the wind is blowing the salt across the flats. The salt is getting in your eyes, the salt is getting in your mouth. You'll be drinking water constantly because you're sweating and all salty. So if you tried to do that in the summer any sooner, we left the parking lot at 6:45. If you tried to do it any sooner than that, you will not make it. It is just so hot and so salty that you just have to wait until the sun goes down. So we're back to the car, trying to cool off before we leave and get back to Las Vegas tonight. And yeah, it was a great sunset. It was amazing sunset, actually, because it was a little bit hazy, which made the colors really enhanced. And so we're really glad we made it, but it was way tougher than we anticipated. So take caution when you are doing this hike in Death Valley.